Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A few days ago, I came across a graffiti in an underground station, and it read, "We are all young and we need the world." And I said, right on. All young people come into the world full of hope, and we should not disappoint them. They stand for the future of this planet. This earth is like a rented apartment, but in what state will we leave it behind for the next tenant? What actually has happened to respect? At the moment, we are living at our children's expense. The human race is the only species that needs to be protected from itself. The young generation is our future, and how they fight for that future. To stop climate change, young protesters take to the virtual streets, making the fossil elites like me look quite old. Using Facebook and Twitter, the young generation activates and attracts far more people and puts far more pressure on political and business leaders. More than any other political party or environmental organisation, I think that's very impressive. One can only know what one has learned. And that's why the jury's spoken and awarded the category of youth to the following people and project. Young people are our future, and we should lead them in a world that's worth living in. In poor countries, environmental protection is still a luxury, yet the young generation should learn to avoid the mistakes made by their parents. If two people give up their jobs to dedicate their lives to environmental education in Africa, this is a highly laudable step. The Energy Globe Award for Youth goes to Zambia, the Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust, Miss Anna Tolan.
Oh, it's heavy.
Oops, it's very heavy.
Thank you so much. This means so much to me. I will take it back with great pride to our small corner of the globe in Zambia, and I hope it will be a symbol of encouragement for the children that I work with to continue being future guardians of our planet. Thank you, thank you.
Zambia, South Luangwa Valley. Steve and Ann Tolan. They were a normal English couple with a steady life and a secure existence. But one day they caught a bug. Africa.
When Anna and I first got married, we hadn't travelled very much. But in 1989, Anna wanted to come to Africa. So I reluctantly came with her. But within 7 days of arriving in the continent, I knew I had to live here for the rest of my life. I can't explain exactly why. It was wild. We felt we could achieve more here. And so we focused on Africa.
Steve and Ann did a thorough job. They sold their house and all their remaining property. In May 2001, they opened the Chipembele Wildlife Education Center, located at the riverside of the Luangwa River. Here in the Luangwa Valley in Zambia, where life expectancy is well below 40 years, most people are concerned with other things than environmental protection. Rhinoceroses, called Chipembele by the locals, have been completely exterminated.
Chipembele is a conservation education centre, and we bring local children here. So we collect children from 6 local schools on a regular basis. We bring them here in our open back truck. They usually sing all the way. And then we give them a programme of lessons and activities and quizzes and word games. And our aim really is to teach these children about the value of their wildlife, the value of the environment, about caring for it and looking after it, because it's their future.
Anne and Steve Tolan are especially dedicated to two youth projects: reforestation and waste avoidance.
In addition to the programme that they have at the Education Centre, we also do programmes in the community. They include environmental campaigns and tree planting schemes. We give them trees to take home to plant and instructions on how to plant and care for them. So we've actually planted hundreds of trees with the children, either within their schools or in their homes.
It's so interesting because when you plant a tree, it can also contribute to the reduction of global warming.
Their other main informative effort is geared towards educating youth in fighting against the creation of more refuse.
Waste is a big, big problem, and so we're trying to encourage people to actually dispose of it properly. There are no proper waste disposal pits within the Mfui area. We have to manage it in the best way we can. We've had marches down the street with the children with our homemade banners for getting the message out to the community.
Anne and Steve Tolan gave up their secure life in England and traded it against an adventurous, unpaid life in the middle of Africa. Was it a good decision?
I get the energy from a whole myriad of things. It could be just watching a child watering the trees that we've planted together without being asked. It could be something quite big, like knowing that we've been able to get a child from a very poor and vulnerable background, maybe an orphan, into tertiary education. And that's happened quite a few times now. That's the biggest energy giver I could ever have. Something like that, knowing that we've been able to influence somebody's life for the better, is where I get my energy from. So there's still very much work still to be done. And it means I just have to keep on keeping on.
The Chipembele Wildlife Education Centre, a well-deserved winner in the youth category.